You know that nowadays it's so hard to tell what is parody or satire from reality, and sometimes I just skip certain videos on my X timeline because I say no, this people cannot be real. But once I give in and I begin to try to do the research about these people, it turns out that some of them are so outrageously out of touch with reality and borderline dangerous like this. If you haven't seen it, this is Dr. Lindsay Doe, followed by over 1 million people, who argues that PDF file stuff is a sexual orientation and wants you to have sympathy for PDF files. And yes, I checked. She is a real person. She is a sexologist, and she actually says this. Well, let's watch the video so you can see it for yourself.
.org. It's short for virtuous pedophiles. Not virtuous as in they're better than everyone because they're attracted to children.
Yeah, that is in itself, it's creepy as F.
But virtuous like having moral standards and a sexual orientation that they have no control over.
Okay, one thing before we move on, I want to say that she's got the crazy eyes. I think that she does that on purpose. In fact, I'm going to just mention that this is a photo that she shared to her X account herself. Like, I'm not making fun of her. This is a photo that she shared to her X account herself. Just let that sink in. So she knows that the crazy eyes stuff sells, whatever she's selling. Well, whatever she's selling, I don't want to buy it. But then just wanted to mention that the physiognomy and the body language will absolutely 100% match the subject in this case.
That they have no control over, like the rest of us. Before you get all worked up, I'm talking about pedophilia, not child molestation or rape.
Okay, this is these people want to make the distinction of being attracted to minors and effectively following up on that. That is technically true, but don't you tell me that the way that these people frame this is to say, oh, if you are attracted to, let's say, younger people, then there's no big deal about that. It is a big deal. These experts are trying to make it seem like, oh no, these people are virtuous. They haven't done anything wrong. It is morally wrong in itself to be, how do they call that? A minor attracted person? MAP? Now I cannot look at a map without thinking of these people who are trying to normalize what you know that they are trying to normalize, which is a dangerous thing. And that's why that is the main topic of human trafficking nowadays. Do you think that they are trafficking Rosario to be your maid cleaning your house? No, they're not talking about Rosario. They're talking about trafficking children. And when you begin to connect the dots and you begin to realize how some monsters not only want to act upon this, but normalize this stuff, then you begin to understand how effed we are as a society. And we need to come clean about this. We need to talk about these topics and say, no, this is not normal. This is a mental illness. This has to be treated in some way. I don't know, maybe electric shock. I am not an expert in that. Some say that I'm not doing well. Maybe wood chippers after the fact. After they, I'm going to elaborate on it. Let's skip listening to Dr. Doe.
Pedophilia is the sexual attraction to children. It's a paraphilia. There's a link to more information about it in the description.
I will not look for that. Rest assured that I won't.
Videos I've made in the past explaining the kind of human diversity and development. Molestation and rape are different. These are abusive actions that often have nothing to do with attraction.
Nothing to do with attraction. So look at how she's trying to put that, is that people who are attracted to minors are not the ones who do, these violent acts. She said that herself. I am not making this up. And that is what makes it so gross.
Many child abusers are actually sexually attracted to adults, but they act out on children. Meaning you probably don't object to pedophiles because you're compassionate and rational, but you may loathe child molesters and rapists because they violate people. I personally try not to judge either. You see the kind of vocabulary she is using. Is she doing this for the clicks? That's the problem. I don't know. And yes, she is a real person. You can search for her, Lindsay Doe, Sexologist, and you have she's got a YouTube account. It seems to be in good standing, and she's got she's got titles such as this. This week's YouTube video comments are 100 fat dope chef's kiss fire and give me life, and the thumbnail says foreskin from Italy. I'm going to be honest with you. I usually do my own research. I go where you shouldn't have to go, but this time I did not click. I did not have the stomach to click on this. I decided, no, I'm going to sit this one out, especially after realizing what she was selling. The idea that she was selling, that we should not judge anybody. No, we should absolutely judge people, and people should absolutely judge themselves, and we should judge those who pretend that we don't judge those who have to be judged. It's a bit of complicated. I'm losing my mind over this, but this is, in the end, this is very simple. We need to protect children at all costs, no matter what happens. We needed to protect children at all costs. And this kind of stuff that pops up just tells you that there's this huge dark platform out there, which sometimes they try to raise their heads to see if it's safe for them to just come out. And, well, the best thing that we can do is to call them out because of this. Because this is simply not right. Leave the children alone. Leave the kids alone. Children's innocence must be protected at all costs. And this is something that is non-negotiable, no matter where the children come from, no matter from which country. It's something that should be the absolute basic common sense stance to have. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. Remember to download my free 100 body language tips in the description of this video. Remember the most important words: much love and bliss.